Welcome back to Native Ways. So we've had a lot of people requesting a review video of our gear for the 2025-2026 season coming up for ducks. So we're going to go ahead and get started with that now. Start off with the waders. We have the Tide Weed waders, and these are the neoprene insulated. So they do keep you a little bit more warm as far as being able to use them. They work great. I haven't had any leaks. The boots are decently warm, and then also they are clips. They're not Velcro. So, easy to track in and out of wherever you're hunting. And so far, so good. So we'll move on to the lanyard. And basically, we'll start from here and go over. So I do have the finisher, and it's in that olive green color, just in case you want to dispatch any ducks that might be not dead. Go down to the duck commander gadwall. Give you a little sound of that right now. Just a simple couple clucks, and it usually gets them a little bit more confidence coming to decoys. A lot of times here in Central Texas, get a lot of gadwalls. Sometimes that mallard hen call just doesn't work as well. We'll go to the duck commander wood duck call. So typically, hunting creeks, hunting stuff that's real thick, we'll use this just to give them a little more confidence to come in. I mean, most of the time they're going to be where they want to be anyways, but just to give them that extra bit of confidence, and I'll show you what that is now. Just a couple simple note. The next up will be the Pacific Calls Deuces. It's my favorite call that I've had so far. Works great in cold weather, any climate. I've had it used while raining, snowing, sleeting, everything, and it still works just fine. I haven't had it lock up. Just keep it clean and it'll work for you. It is a double reed J frame, so you can get a good rasp out of it. I'll show you how it sounds. Not an extremely loud call, but it definitely sounds good, and the birds like it. Next up will be the CNS Custom Calls Whistle. I haven't used it yet on a hunt, but I just got it in. And, you can do your green wing teal, pintail, widgeon, mallard drake. So I'll kind of show you how that works now. All right, and then next up, we got the teal call. Early season, a lot of people like to run them, and I mean during the season too, we get a lot of green wings here, a lot of blue wings every now and then, not very many, but this is a good little confidence call to get them in the decoys. Usually it's a 4-note cadence, 4 or 5-note cadence. Sounds something like this. Get those teal in. And last off, just a remote for the mojos, so I can turn them off and on from in the blind. So that'll be it for the lanyard and the waders. All right, so we're gonna start with our motion decoys. Not everything that we have is a necessity, but it's just things that we've tend to found to run and works good for us specifically. So this is what we call the spreader. A lot of people can make them themselves. We made ours. It's made out of 1/2-inch PVC or 3/4-inch PVC. Pretty sure it's 1/2 inch. Basically, you put a 4-way T right here. Extend them out, put end caps, and on the inside you run your bungee cord, and then you'll tie off right here your clips, and then on the bottom put a little eyelet so you can run an anchor if you want down at the bottom, or you can attach it to your jerk rig and you can pull it from the blind. It makes all the ducks move in one motion, creates a lot of ripple, a lot of splash, and specifically we like to run these Lifetime, the Heyday decoys. These are the widgeons. A little bit lighter, so it's easier to pull, and then they have a big keel on the bottom, so it moves a lot more water. So that's what we like to use for that. All right, so next, this is what the jerk rig that we found to work the best, and that is going to be the Higdon jerk rig. So the good thing about it, you can get the extra packs, so you can be able to clip it anywhere on the line. And you can get as many as you want. So, most of them will come pre-rigged with 4, and that's as many as you can use. But with this one, you can put as many on as long as you have enough line. And you can move it, slide it up and down, wherever you want it on the jerk rig itself. Space them out differently so they all don't look the same. And then we like to use a bigger duck, which we use the pintails typically on this one. Mainly give you a little bit more flash, a little bit more movement in the water. Get that tail going. It makes it a little bit better, gives it more confidence for the ducks coming in. And this is the jerk rig that we like to use. We've used a lot of different other ones, but these tend to be the best. And the cord itself, made out of some thick coated steel, so You're not gonna have to worry about it breaking or rusting out or anything like that. It comes with a good case to hold it in and all that good stuff. All right, so moving on. So we have now our spinning wing decoys. This is the Baby Mojo by Mojo, our baby mallard, sorry. And pretty much that's how it works. A lot of people know them, a lot of people use them. We tend to use them early season. Once you get kind of mid-season to late season, there's really no point in doing it. All you're gonna do is flare birds around here at least. We're on the south end of the flyway, so when it comes to getting ducks, they're already skittish. And if you want to shoot those big mature ducks, then sometimes more natural decoys are what we like to use. And a game changer for the Mojo itself is going to be this Bluebird animator that we got. It's a carbon rod that you can screw, make it shorter, make it longer, adjust this cup to make it go in and out of the water, and it attaches right into your wing. Basically with this gives you more noise on the water, more ripple, and it can work with the wing or without the wing, which is what I like. Sometimes I don't want the flash of the wing, I just want the movement. So I'll take this off, take the wings off and leave it on, and just get a little extra movement in the decoys. And lastly, and sorry, this is a King Mallard by Mojo. Lastly is gonna be the floating decoy. A lot of times I like to use this one if we're in deeper water and we're hunting, you know, somewhat divers or something like that. Float around, spin around. I like it because it goes with the wind. So you're gonna have movement on the decoy the whole time instead of it just being in a stationary position. I don't know the exact name of this one. We'll put all the links to everything in the description so you can check it out for yourself. But that's it for the spinning wing decoys. Next up, we have the decoys that we tend to like to run. We have a lot of different brands that we have and that we run, but specifically, these are my favorite, the Lifetime, the Heyday decoys. We have them in the widgeons. And as far as the Texas rig that we run on them, not really picky on those. Tend to like the clear color, more natural colors if we can get them. Right now I have the black. We'll probably switch them out by the season. A lot of times when those birds see that black cord sitting there hanging out of the water, they are going to flare off of it. So having something a little more natural color, like maybe a green or even a clear to where they can't see it, makes a difference. As far as this goes, we'll go a little bit more on the decoy itself. So you can clip it on either the front or rear like most decoys. Cool thing about the difference between this one, well, these are more heavy duty than a lot of other decoys. You'll rip them out on the plastic and you won't be able to use that hole anymore. But with these, they're mounted all the way into the foam, and they are foam and hollow, so you're not going to have to worry about someone shooting your decoy and it, you know, going down like the Titanic. You're going to be able to keep it afloat no matter what. You can also put in these keel weights, so you can weigh it down depending on your water situation. If you want it to be less moving, you know, a little bit rougher water, you can put the keel weights or you can take them out. It's up to you. But as far as what we like for presentation, it's going to be the Lifetime decoys. All right, so we're moving on to more motion decoys. These are not going to be they're going to be a non-spinning. So with this one, this is a Mojo Crazy Kicker. With this one, you put it in the water. You have a toggle switch up top to turn it on and off, and you rig it with the Texas rig just like a normal decoy on the bottom. So with this one, you turn it on, and the feed will splash, spin around, gives you a more realistic feeding decoy. As far as this, we've ran it for 2 seasons. We've had ducks land right on top of it. As far as flaring goes, I haven't really noticed many flare off of it, so that's why I tend to like it. And it's on a switch timer, so it doesn't just sit there and go the whole time. It looks more realistic, and that's always a plus as well. And moving on to my favorites, we have the Higdon Pulsator. This is the last year's model. I know they came out with a new one this year, which we might have to get. But with these, my favorite decoy, just gives the most realistic, most natural presentation. You plug it in on the back side, put it in the water, and all it does is pump and blow water. So, you know, you're giving that, like I said before on that Crazy Kicker, the Pulsator is giving you a realistic feeding duck. And we have that in the Drake and the hen version as well. When you're done, just pick it up, unplug it, and you just wrap it up, put it in your bag wherever you carry it, and you're good to go on that. So next up, we got the game winner and is the swamp seat. So basically what it is, it has these little T on the bottom. You can close it whenever you're transporting it, or you can expand it out whenever you want to set it down. You have an adjustable length up top, so you can pull it up, adjust it to anything that you'd like. We tend to use these if we're hunting in the water. If we're not hunting in a dry blind somewhere, if we need to sit in the water somewhere, this is what I'll get. It has a little cushion on top. It's not the most comfortable thing, but it's better than sitting in the water. All right, so now we're kind of out of the decoys, out of all the seats and stuff besides the dry blind seat. What we like to carry most of the time is a set of good loppers. So a lot of y'all might ask about the blinds that we use and different brands of blinds, but in all honesty, we don't use any brands of blinds. We might have a layout here and there, but when we're going to a spot, we're not going to the same spot. Transportation of a blind sometimes isn't as easy. So we use a good set of loppers. We make our own blinds every time we hunt. More natural, more realistic. I know you can do whatever you want with blinds that you have. We just like to make everything out of what we have there. And then as far as what I'm sitting on, just a normal old bifold stool. Just something lower so I'm not sticking my head up out of the blind as much. Tends to be a little bit better. You know, you don't want your white face sticking out in the sky. When it comes to when I'm setting decoys, I tend to like to go out and set decoys myself while the guys build the blinds, and then I help build the rest of the blind whenever I get there. But when I'm out there, I need something good as far as a light. So what I'm using is the Wicked Light Scan Pro, and it might be on the top end of your budget, but I'm telling you right now, you get one of these, it's going to last you. It's going to be bright. You have an adjustable dimmer in the front and right here, so you can adjust it, pan it out, pan it in, change your color, red, green, and white. And then you got this big battery pack on the back that you can recharge it. So as far as light goes, there's no beating this one. Comes with a good carrying case, so throwing it in your blind bag, you're not as worried. Speaking of blind bags, this is what I use for mine. So it's just the good old Magellan Special. It's the Waterproof Pro duffel bag. The reason I use this, a lot of people use backpacks, stuff like that, but most of the time I'm carrying the motion decoys. So whenever I need my pulsator, my kicker, mojo, jerk rigs, my shells, my calls, everything that I'm using in the blinds going in here. You got different pockets up front, on the sides, and in the middle you got the bigger compartment. So I just need that extra space. You have two of these straps on the top, so you can wear it like a backpack, or you can just carry it on this like a sling. So that works just fine for me. We'll go on and move on to the ammo. So for ammo, I'm not going to go spend $50 a box. I've patterned probably 6 or 7 different brands and types of shells, same shot size. And what works for me, my gun, my choke, is going to be the Federal Speed Shocks. They do run a little dirty in your gun, but if you're cleaning your gun, it's not a problem. 3-inch number 4s is what I like to run. Typically the only thing I'll run, if I need to go to a 2-shot, then I'm not doing my job in the blind getting the ducks into the spread. So 4-shot is what I typically run all the time. If I'm shooting bigger ducks or if I'm hunting geese, which we don't really do, then I'll move to a 2, but around here 4-shot is what you're going to want. And as far as guns go, my carrying case, just a normal game winner carrying case. Don't need anything special because it's going to get beat up. Duck hunting is going to be dirty. It's going to be gruesome on all of your gear. So when you're running something, you don't always want to spend money on everything. You want to spend money in the right places. So when it comes to shotguns, this is my shotgun. It's a Winchester SX4. It's a gas-powered or gas-operated shotgun, 12 gauge. Run anything from 2 3/4 to 3.5-inch shot. Action is real nice. Locks open, locks back real nice. Nice big safety on it. Good feed tube. Don't get stuck in there unless you're wearing big gloves, but typically I don't have big gloves on. Going up to the top, this is the choke that I'll run on no matter what I'm doing. If I'm dove hunting, skeet shooting, duck hunting, it doesn't matter. I'm not taking my choke out. So it's going to be the Kicks High Flyer, and it's the extended modified. As far as this goes, like I said, there's no need for another choke in my gun. And then when we're recording, we'll use the Tacticam Ultra HD 6.0. it does a pretty good job. We've had no issues so far. Sometimes the camera quality isn't as good as we want it, but it definitely gets the shot, and we can tell who shot the bird and who didn't. So that's always a plus. There's no beating this gun. I haven't had it jam. I've shot everything from 2 3/4 inch 9-shot all the way to 3.5 inch 4 bucks. So I haven't had an issue. It's never jammed on me one time. Keep it clean, make it your friend, and it'll treat you good. I have a bunch of decoys, different brands like I've said before. I showed you my favorite brand that I have. We have a lot of teal here. A lot of them are game winner just because teal don't tend to care. And mesh bag to carry it in. And then these are my diver decoys. I have a bunch of different coots in here, canvasbacks, buffleheads, you know, bluebills, stuff like that. Whatever we're hunting around here that we want to shoot divers, we have it ready. This is a floatable bag as well. So if you throw all your decoys out and it's empty, it still floats and doesn't sink in the water. So that's a plus, but that's going to wrap it up for my gear. Like I said before, not all of this is going to be something that you're going to be a necessity. You can get away with a jerk rig with 4 decoys and a dozen decoys, and that's it. This is just stuff that we've tested and proven, and we prefer. Whenever you're starting out, just get you a decent shotgun that cycles, get you some shells, a call, practice on the call as much as you can. Work with your decoys, tend to learn how to set them up depending on the wind, set up a good blind. I mean, you'll be just fine. You'll learn as you go. But like I said before, this is what we've proven and tested, and it's what we prefer.
All right, guys, so we just went through Christian's gear. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I use. In conglomeration, Christian generally brings the decoys. I have a few decoys, some different brands and stuff that we're trying out just to see what we like to kind of mix and match into our spread. But as far as my waders go, I'm running the Tidewee Deep Wade. I ran them all last season. I really like them. They're a zip-up wader, which is freaking nice. One thing that I've had go wrong with them is the first day, actually, they had an oversized T-handle on them. That zipper broke off. Not zipper, the handle broke off. I just went on Amazon and I ordered like 7 or 8 of these for like $5. Laced it on there. It's good to go. It's got front pockets. It's got side pockets that are insulated. One thing to note when you're using these insulated pockets, if you leave them open and you walk out in the water, they're going to get wet. So keep them zipped up and your pockets will stay dry. That's nice. It's got extra shell holders here. Big, thick straps that are nice. I haven't adjusted them just because this is where I kind of have them set for my winter clothing. But yeah, I've liked them so far. No issues. I like the fact that you can get them on and off really quick. Put them through a year of pretty hardcore duck hunting last year, and they did good. Okay, so after my waders, next important pieces of gear. Blind bag. I'm running this Dive Bomb roll top dry bag. I don't know what the actual name is. Actually, Christian got me this as a gift. It's pretty cool. It's got this accessory pack on the front, which now with the dog, I use this to store my dog gear, like treats, shock collar, all that stuff. It's got a front zip here that you can put stuff in. Again, just like the waders, make sure these are zipped, otherwise it's not dry. Roll the top down and everything inside stays dry. Generally, I carry my shells, water, calls, lanyard, extra jerk lines, anything in here. Inside, it's got 2 little duffels, zip top, and then it normally has a divider. I don't use the divider. I just keep it all in the bottom and kind of pull it out as I need. As far as sealing it, again, just roll the top down, clip the sides, and in theory, it should be good to go. I've never dunked it in the water. Clearly it floats. I've dropped it in the water a couple times when we were hunting in Corsicana last year, but I mean, I'm not scared to float my gear. Looks like it works. Everything's dry. That's important too. You know, you don't want to lose your gear. If you drop it and it's floating, that's better than dropping it and it's sinking. Next, got the Dive Bomb gun bag, whatever you want to call it. It's a roll top dry bag also. Inside here, I have a Beretta A400 with a Tacticam on it. It floats. Good to go. We're not sponsored by Dive Bomb. We don't have any affiliation with them. Again, this was something that I bought with my own money. Sink it, comes right back up, and I just submerged the only entry point for your gun. Another cool thing they have on these little zipper here, so you can put in a tag with your name, address, phone number, in case it gets knocked out of your boat going through the lake, somebody picks it up, they can call you. Pretty nice. Also makes carrying a gun real nice because it's got a sling on it. All right, guys, so again, just kind of reiterating what Christian said, if you're starting out duck hunting, clearly you don't need all of this gear. You can do it with just some decoys, waders, and a gun, some ammo. But these are things to really help improve your success. It helps to find a buddy like I have with Christian to get you into this stuff. But knowing your gear is important. So as you further get into duck hunting, you're going to want to look into these things. The motion decoys are super important, especially in late season birds. They start to get stale. They want to see that motion. You don't want your decoys just sitting. Christian kind of highlighted some things with the lifetimes that we really like, how buoyant they are, the spreader, the jerk rig, the bluebird, all these different decoys, accessories that help you as well. Calls, things you can get into and learn as you go. But yeah, hope this helps y'all out. Hope y'all get out there and kill some birds this year. Thank y'all for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment. We'll see y'all in the next one. See ya.